This is a video update for the group that owns Mixmaster C. Well, guys, in short, this horse is a freaking champion. I sort of looked at the field before we went there, and I thought he was one of the top horses in the entry list. That being said, I really didn't know him that well. We'd done one 4-star short this year, which he was pretty good in, and what I can't ever forget is the amount of wonderful training and great events that Mickey's had in his career. So I felt like I had him really fit, and to be fair, he was very sound coming into this competition. So we were a little bit short of competition runs, but we had experience on our side, just not experience together. So I was sort of banking on Mickey's wisdom that he's gathered up over the years, and he was brilliant. We did a great dressage. There's still room for improvement. We scored a 25.9. Little things like this Holt Rainback, they weren't quite diagonal pairs if you have a look, so that would have been a costly mistake. But all in all, he's a fabulous mover. Like, he's almost a bit passagey in his trot. Silver's comment, she came down and helped us, obviously. She felt like I had him a little bit open in the frame, especially in the second half of this trot work. If you see, I've allowed Mickey to get a little long in the neck and his nose is poking out a bit. When I analysed all of Liz's videos, she had him a little bit more uphill and a bit more connected. So there's still some improvement there to be made. We were the very first to go on Friday, so once we did our test, we were in the lead for a long time until right at the end of the class, William Coleman and Sharon White snuck in front of us. By saying that, the three judges were pretty much in agreement. We got a 73%, a 74%, a 74%. So he's world class on the flat. Like, he's got great paces. He gets a little excited and gets more animated. The great thing is, when he gets excited, he just starts moving bigger. So the hardest thing is actually to make sure that he doesn't have any rhythm mistakes or anything like that. He's got great changes, and if you remember back to our video at our last start at Tryon, I pointed out that in the canter work he was sort of nodded his frame a bit, and I feel like we've got him a little bit more through and over the back. It's still there a little bit, but you can see that he's just a little bit steadier in the contact. But he would be hard to beat anywhere in the world. The most exciting thing about this whole weekend was Mickey came through this event, I think, unscathed. Obviously, he came to us this time last year, and we were just rehabbing him. He had a bit of a strain behind, and we spent a long time building up his fitness and letting his injury heal. And to get through a brutal event like Morven Park and have him trot up perfectly after the cross country was a huge relief, because if that old injury was going to reappear, it would have reappeared on Saturday evening, and it would have been showing up on Sunday morning at the trot up. But he was good. We'll still get the vet. I like to get all the horses scanned about 2 or 3 weeks after their run. Mickey will go on a vacation here for 1 month, so we'll just let him down a bit and let him put some weight back on, and just let him be a horse for a bit and let him chill before we get started again. But I'll get Kevin to look over him probably next week. But he looks good and happy and healthy, so I'm pretty confident that he's come through it well. So cross country day, it was tough. My first ride, Shanro Cooley got very tired halfway around, and so I decided not to go crazy fast at the beginning. I also knew that the biggest challenge with Mickey wasn't his speed or endurance, it was more his rideability. So I probably set out a little quiet on him in hindsight. And I also, at the first 3 jumps, I think I held him back for one too many strides. Maybe this was a good thing, because it sort of got him thinking a little polite at the beginning, but it cost us a fair bit of time at the beginning. And then I realised if I wanted to be competitive, I'd have to pick it up a bit, and pick it up he did. He really ripped along. The next combination, you'll see a lot of the horses, the bulk of the horses in the competition did 5 strides in this line, and Mickey danced across here in 4 big strides. So my biggest goal was to try and sort of not get into an argument with his mouth. And it's hard because he gets a bit keen and you sort of got to slow him a bit, but then let go and release him a bit. You know, it's a hard thing to put into word, but it's very easy just to yank back on him. So I've tried not to. After this combination, I thought to myself, man, we're in business here. Let's go, boy. And from here on out, I cut him loose. And he's a champion. He hasn't done a 3-day event for 2 years since Kentucky 5-star before the Olympics, and a year and a half basically. And so he was, you know, fitness-wise, he hasn't got that long base of fitness that he would have next year. Oh man, I was so impressed. He has got speed, he's got a long stride, and he's brave. And even when things don't go perfect, like here, I let him drift a bit right, and he chipped in a 4th stride, and I was lucky to stay on there. But Mickey, being the legend he is, he knows how to get inside the flags. Obviously, we had a bit of a nervous flag penalties. Have a look at this one here. This jump here, I mean, he just touches it with his outside foot, and they gave me a flag penalty, which took forever to fix or correct. So, I mean, I was very confident at the finish of the course that we'd went inside all the flags, no problem. So even though it was agonising to wait for the end result, I was very, very confident that we didn't have a flag penalty. Anyway. It was great seeing a lot of you guys there. I enjoyed hanging out with you, and Debbie and Chris and Dylan. We're sorry you're not there, and Debbie. But Mickey had a fan club there, and I couldn't believe it when we won. I honestly thought Will Coleman was going to jump clear. His horse is very, very reliable in the show jumping, and I was sort of expecting to hopefully finish in 2nd place, but to win it was, man, I was speechless and a bit emotional. But he's a legend. I think looking forward to next year, we should aim him for a 5-star, either Kentucky 5-star or Badminton 5-star. There's no question in my mind. This horse, Mickey's born to be a 5-star horse. This is what he was put on planet Earth for. So he's exactly what a 5-star machine is. He's thoroughbred, but moves like a warm blood. He's tough, resilient, and keen. So in the show jumping, I felt like we put in a good round. The time was very, very tight. And I sort of, in the back of my mind, I knew if to put pressure on Will Coleman, we had to go clear and inside the time to stay within 4 penalties of Will. Part of me was thinking, why don't I just go for a safe clear round and go a bit wide and slow and pick up some time penalties. But then I thought, screw that, let's go, Mickey. And I have to say, all of Peter Wild's training has been fabulous with Mickey. We changed our bridle. If you remember, Tryon 4-star short, he show jumped clear, but it was not that good. And you see here, Mickey was just a lot more sort of rideable. I put a twisted snaffle in his mouth and ripped around a great round. So I've probably got about 200 text messages of congratulations on my phone, and very, very exciting to win such a contest. It was great prize money and sort of a high caliber event. So well deserved for Mickey, and thank you so much to all you guys for supporting him.